Oh, hi. Hello again.
Hi.
Hi, Ivanka. Welcome
Hi.
to. Hi. Nice to meet you again. May I ask you if you are ready right away to go back to the lesson? Yes? Is little Stickman doing okay? Yes, all right.
Yes,
Yes, very
Little
good.
Stick Man is doing great. He's still studying.
Oh, he's still studying for some other tests? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, very good. I like it. We can go back to the page 8, I believe, right? Because we mentioned the Valley of the Kings, right?
Yep.
And it was the place in the middle part of Egypt where many pharaohs were buried, right? What do you think? Why did they put their mummies there, exactly in the middle of Egypt? Why did they put their bodies there?
I think it's because that's a perfect place to put kings because it's like in the middle of Egypt. So, like,
Yes.
if you put their
hmm
bodies in the middle, that means like they're really important or stuff. Like anything that's in the middle is usually important, other than standing in a line.
Do you think that ancient Egyptians, do you think that they thought of their pharaohs as something like as living gods, as a living god or living gods?
I'm not sure.
hmm Well, many of them called themselves the living gods, right? They were the representation of the god of the sun, right? Because in their pantheon, this was the most important god, right? hmm Very good.
Yep.
And they believed that they were chosen, right, to rule under the name of the god of the sun, right? Which is very interesting, right? hmm And they also believe that if they do that, they will have a wonderful eternal life. Very good.
Are, are
And
you talking about Apollo?
yeah, oh, Apollo is the Greek god, right? And this god is called Ammon, right? Ammon Ra, right?
Amen.
Or
Amen.
Amen, right? But the real pronunciation is actually Ammon Ra. In ancient Egyptian, you will hear it like this: Ammon Ra, right? It's very difficult to say it to me. Yes? Ammon Ra, right? Okay, what do you know about Ammon Ra? What do you know about that god? hmm
Actually,
He was
no.
similar to Apollo, right? He was similar to Apollo, right?
I don't
hmm
know anything about him.
He was similar
Um,
to Apollo, right?
yeah,
And hmm
I, he was similar to Apollo, and I just wanted to
uh-huh.
tell you, I only know a fact about Jesus that his name might be John.
John, really? Huh, wow, that is interesting. John, how do you know that? Can I ask you for the explanation, right? Mm-hmm.
Uh,
John,
yes.
wow. John, that is
So,
interesting.
like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the symbol of Jesus, right?
Of Christianity, definitely, right? Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
All right.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to interrupt this thing,
No, it's okay.
but
Mm-hmm.
that's actually that that's
The cross?
actually no, that's actually a little similar to one of the Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
You can say words.
Words. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Words.
basically
Mm-hmm.
indistinguishable. These two.
Really? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. And
Yeah,
what next?
and so I saw this video where there was
Uh-huh.
like this symbol, definitely
Uh-huh.
not 10 in Chinese, which looks like this and is pronounced like this.
Uh-huh.
It says John
John.
on the
Mm-hmm.
corner, and then it just has some flowers and some books and stuff.
Uh-huh. Oh. Well, that is very interesting. I didn't know that, right? Hmm. I didn't know that about his name, right? Hmm. I mean, we had John the Baptist, right? Maybe you have heard about him. This was the person who allegedly, according to the Bible, um, well, let's just say, put something like the Holy Spirit down to Jesus, right? But I'm not. But this theory is very interesting. May I write it down so that I can explore it? You said John, right?
Yeah,
Right? John.
because
That is so interesting.
Jesus' name
Mhm.
may be John.
Name. Uh-huh. Alleged name. Okay, I will put it down. Thank you for the explanation. I didn't know that. It's very interesting, right? It's very interesting, and I will try to see it right after the classes. Okay, what do we know according to the text about? We mentioned the grave robbers, the bad things they did in this Valley of the Kings, right? But what do we know about King Tut's tomb?
King Tut's tomb was covered by uncounted layers.
Very good. What kind of
So
layers were there?
they were made out of gold, so it's kind of hard to lift because it's one is bigger than another.
Definitely.
The big ones are on the outside, so the tomb is basically telling them that you have to work for your prize, like telling the bandits or the robbers that you
Bandits.
have to
Uh-huh.
work for your prize.
You need to
You have to work
deep.
for it.
Uh-huh. To go deeper, right? Mm-hmm. Very good. Excellently done. But did you know, because those were pyramids, right? We mentioned the pyramids, the great pyramids of Egypt. Um, People and scientists mentioned that they were made in very complexly, right? So that when you enter the pyramid, there is no chance for you to go out. Yes? Hmm.
Mm,
Did
yeah.
you know that? Yes. And that is why many robbers didn't do anything to some tombs because they believed that they would be cursed. What does it mean? They believe that they would be doomed.
They would be cursed. You mean like this
Uh-huh.
bandit stickman? It's definitely not Glow Stickman. He's like, ah, I see a tomb.
Very good.
Then
Um,
he
mhm,
lifts it. Then
mhm.
he
They,
lifts it.
then he lifts it
Ha!
up.
He lifts
Very
up
good.
the cover and then he sees the mummy
Mhm.
and he's like, ew, disgusting. And he puts it back and then he leaves and then he falls on a banana. And he's like, oh no, I'm cursed.
Excellent. Now that you mentioned some curses and some traps, there were really some traps, right, to keep the visitors, right, hmm out of the pyramid. And if they entered it, they would face definitely some problems, right? But the
Yeah,
tomb of King Tutankhamun was one of the tombs that was undisturbed. What does it mean, undisturbed? The undisturbed tomb, the undisturbed tomb.
undisturbed tomb is like a
Mm-hmm.
tomb that
Mm-hmm.
is not disturbed.
Yes, it hasn't been touched, right? By anything, right?
Yeah.
Very good. And we will now go to the timeline now. Here we have four sentences, and we should try to label those the timeline with the given events here. We have A, B, C, and D, right? What do you think
Yeah,
about the first one? Mm-hmm.
I think the
What's your,
first one be A.
mhm. Oh, the first one is A.
No,
Grave
it's
robbers
C.
stole many. It's
C.
C. Very good. What does it say? Very good. Mm-hmm.
Uh, the earliest tombs of
Of
Paris,
Pharaoh. Uh-huh. Of Pharaohs.
pharaohs,
Uh-huh.
pharaohs and their relatives were
Relatives. Mm-hmm.
relatives were
Mm-hmm.
in the Valley of the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Great
What about?
robbers stole many artifacts in the tombs of and the Valley of the Kings. Archaeologists that rediscovered tombs in the Valley of the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Archaeologists continue to explore the Valley of the Kings.
And why do they continue to explore this incredible place, this very important place? What do you think?
Mm,
Why are they still doing that?
maybe they want to know the secret.
Ah, all the secrets inside of those tombs, right? Uh-huh. And maybe they want to know more about the way ancient Egyptians lived a long time ago, right? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, that is interesting. And now we have the next task, and we should again talk about facts, some things that are real, and they were supported by evidence and some speculation, some theories, right? So we have here those four sentences, and we can put F or S right next to them, right, to see if they are facts or pure speculation. Let's
Uh,
see the first one.
the
Mhm,
earliest tombs date back to the.
mhm.
That's a fact.
That's the fact of the 16th century BC. Mhm,
Yep.
mhm,
Robbers stole many of the artifacts. That's
mhm.
also a fact.
Yes, very good. We know that. Mhm,
One interesting belief was that the objects in the grave
mhm,
would be used by the dead person in the afterlife.
mhm. Yes,
Uh,
this is just a legend, a story, right? Uh-huh. And number four.
Clothing, games, and walking sticks are
Mhm,
found in the tomb of King Tutankhamun or King Tut.
mhm.
Um,
Clothing, games, walking sticks, they were all found in the tomb of King Tut. Very good. Excellent. Yes, this is a fact as well. Very good. Excellently done. And now we will see some different kind of culture in the following picture, right? Those were all the right answers. Thank you very much for them. Wow, we can see the Maui statues in the Pacific island of Rapa Nui, right? We
yep.
still don't know what they are. What do you think? Why did people build those gigantic statues? What do you think?
Um,
Why do people build those enormous statues?
I'm not sure, but I
Mhm.
think they just want to let people know that there's another mystery to solve.
Excellent. And I found out that actually those were, well, some kind of statues that represent the spirits of their ancestors, right? Mhm. They did that in order to get to gain some kind of spiritual power from their ancestors because they believed that there were strong connections before people who lived before them, right? Between them
Mhm.
and the people who lived before them. And that I think it's fascinating, right? I don't know how they made them, but it's fantastic. Okay, so let's just see the next one. Now we have three words here and their explanations. Is it okay for you to ask you? I'm pretty sure that you read the story, just to match the definition with the given word here. What do you think? Let's see the word carve. What does it mean? Hmm.
Car
Uh-huh.
means.
Hmm.
Just a moment.
Sure, not a problem. No worries. Mhm.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, there you go. That's gone.
Uh-huh.
So, what I meant was a carve means.
Hmm. Is that a method? Oh,
See,
yes. Uh-huh. What does it say? To
it
make?
says to make something by cutting material like wood or stone.
Definitely. Aliens? This is easy.
Creatures or people not from Earth approach a method or way of doing something.
This is the method of doing something excellently done.
Well,
I.
actually, I think there are supposed to be two meanings for approach.
Uh-huh.
The first
Okay,
meaning
go ahead.
is to
Mm-hmm.
walk over there and
Yes.
become closer to an object or a person or an animal or anything that
Mm-hmm.
is not air and not invisible.
That's
Um,
right. Mm-hmm.
and the second one is like how you approach this problem, which is the method
Uh-huh.
of doing
The
something.
method, your tactic. Very good. Thank you. You can approach the physical object, the real one, right? Or you can solve the problem in some way. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now that we thank you for the explanation, that was very good. Perfectly done. And we can watch the video. Is it okay with you to watch the video first and then to talk about those incredible statues? Is it okay with you? Yes?
Mhm.
All right. Let's do it right away.
Oh.
Mhm. 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 Oh. Mhm. 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 What do you think, Ivanka? What is the most uh, the most interesting theory? What do you think, in your
Um,
opinion? Hmm
the
How
most
did they move
interesting.
those statues?
I
Hmm
think they moved those statues.
hmm
I think it's just like that because I can't think of any other way. Although there are myths that the Moai actually has a pair of legs and a butt, of course,
Of course.
under his body, and it's just covered by dirt.
Uh-huh. Very good. So, do you think that the most possible theory is the last one? That Rapa Nui, there were three groups of them, and the first two groups actually made sure that the statue was going forward, and the last one was in the back. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. I believe this is the case, but it's still not certain, right? Because we actually don't know how they build those gigantic things. Very good. Now we will have some theories. What do you think? We don't need to know them in person, right? But what do you think? Why did they put those statues? We mentioned some spiritual guidance, right? What do you think? Why did they put those statues there on the Eastern Island? Why did?
I
Mhm.
think it's to let people know that they exist.
Uh-huh. They wanted to show, right? To give some kind of evidence of their existence, right? Hmm
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about theory that aliens brought them to the Earth? What do you think about it?
I'm not sure because there's no evidence that they're aliens.
Very good. Okay, would you like to do those theories 1995, 1970, 1986, 1987, and 2011? Or should we go to the page 17 just to talk? Sorry, 18, just to talk about the things that actually happened because of those theories, right? May I ask you to do this part? According to some, why is the 1970 theory unlikely to be correct?
Because it's a full-size model was because a full-size model was never built and tested. Because
Mhm.
the traditional story says the Moai walked.
What do you think? Yes, there is a belief that they were actually walked. And what gave Terry Hunt and Carl Lipo the idea for their theory in 2011? What did give them the clue? Mhm.
They discovered the bottoms of the statues were not flat.
Excellent. Uh-huh. They were not flat, right? Mhm.
Yeah,
What did they have? What did they have
they
in the
had
bottom?
little bumps.
That's right. Very good. Some special parts, right? That could help them move. Very good. In Hunt and Lippo's 2011 theory, how were the three groups of people arranged? Mhm.
Was in front of the statue, and the other two are behind it.
I'm not so sure about this one. Do you think it's A or B?
I think it's B, and I think A is talking about making it stand, not making it walk.
That's
Or stand,
right.
because it looks like
hmm
a maid statue.
It definitely looked like the statue of a man, right? Very good. Yes, the second theory shows us the way that the statue allegedly moved, right? Because they needed to push it to move it forward, right? hmm And
Yeah,
I believe that they really did it in this way, yes? Maybe in this way, right? By using those ropes and, of course, their intelligence in order to put them and move them in some kind of ways. Very good. Okay, what do you think about? We mentioned this theory, right? This theory that comes from 2011, right? And now we can talk about the evidence. Do we have any evidence that can pretty much show us or support us this idea? Mhm.
um,
We know the
I
idea, right? hmm
I think Yes, we do know the idea.
Uh-huh. So what was the idea? Okay, we know that the statues were allegedly moving, right? Mm-hmm. By some
Yeah.
groups, right? And how did they do that? Do we have some evidence? Do we have any people?
They use they so the bottom of the moai was not flat, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely, right? And mm-hmm.
And
Did they try to did they try to revive it? Did they try to do it in real life? Yes.
yeah,
Scientists,
they
I mean.
did. They did
Yes, they
try.
did. Uh-huh, very good. And do you think that this idea was the best one to show the way that Rapa Nui did it? Or do you
Yeah,
think that some other idea is better than this one?
I
Now
think
we
this
are,
idea is pretty nice.
uh-huh. And I think this idea is solid, right? And it can really show us the way they put their statues, they moved them, and they left them for us to talk about them in the future. I mean, at presence, right? Thank you so much for being wonderful. Have a lovely evening, right? With your family. Be happy, strong, and healthy. And I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon, Ivanka.
Thank
Have a lot of fun. You're more than welcome. See you next time. And thank you for joining me today. Bye.
you.
See you. Bye.